Hey everyone, Anthony Scott here at ToyHypeUSA.com. Today we are reviewing Diamond Select Toys' newly released Marvel Select Fantastic Four's The Invisible Woman figure. Special shout out and thank you to Diamond Select Toys for sending her along for review. This is greatly appreciated. It's been over 10 years since the thing has first been released, so all this time we finally are able to complete the set of 4. The Human Torch and Mr. Fantastic has also been released, so just be aware of that. The Invisible Woman comes in this blister card here with a wraparound side. And here is an image of her, which you see there, image of the figure. And on the back, you have a couple of additional images of the figure and a description. So I'm going to take her out of packaging now, and let's take a closer look. Out of the packaging, here is your look at the Invisible Woman. She comes with interchangeable hands, forearms, and legs, which we're going to be taking a closer look at. These forearms and legs, as well as the hands, these are the invisible effects, and this is just clear acrylic. Very nicely done. She comes in her classic blue and black Fantastic Four outfit. And you see the Fantastic Four logo right there on the front of the shirt. Here is a look at the back. You'll also notice that there is a little hole on the lower portion of the back. And I'm going to show you guys what that is for. Here is a closer look at the logo. Here's a closer look at the head sculpt. It's an okay likeness inspired from the classic comic book series. What I particularly like about this is the very nicely done paint applications. The hair is blonde and it's sculpted. And here is a look at the back. Here's a look at all of the Invisible Woman's accessories, which includes 6 sets of interchangeable hands, both clear and black. She also includes a force field, a force ball, which fits on her wrist, and I'll demonstrate that. Interchangeable legs, interchangeable forearms, and this force field base with the acrylic stand. Here's a closer look at the invisible force field. I also went ahead and put on the open left hand. The invisible force field just snaps right into her wrist, so you remove the hand, put on the force field, and that acts as her hand. This hand that you see on here is sculpted to the force field. Here is a look at the back. Here's a look at her open grip, invisible hands. Here's a look at that invisible ball that I mentioned before. This can split open at the center, and you stick one of the open grip hands inside the peg that's in there and then close it. There's also a little bit of a gap for the wrist can be placed on. So here's your look there. Here's a look at the other hand. Works the same way. For your reference, here's a look at the ball split apart. Here I swapped out the forearms, hands, and interchangeable legs. So here's your look at her in her classic outfit. This is the blue and black outfit. Here is a look at the other side. Here's a look at some more hands, the right closed-fisted and the left open hand. Here's a look at her open grip hands. Here's a look at her in her invisible force field base. The base is very nicely done, made of clear plastic, and they did a really good job on it. As you can see, it starts from the bottom, and then she uses her power to kind of like make a ball out of it that she did in the comic. So here is a look at the back. You'll see that this acrylic stand is connected to the bottom of the base and to that hole on her upper back, which I showed you guys earlier on in this video. There's also 2 pegs for her feet, which you see there, but she really doesn't need it if you have the stand in place. Here's a look at her invisible forearms, hands, and lower legs inside this force field base, which you see here. As you can see, it all works very well together. I put her on the same way. Here's a group shot of Marvel's first family offered for the first time in Marvel Select. After all of these years, we finally have the complete team. The thing was released more than 10 years ago. Human Torch and Mr. Fantastic just recently, and now the Invisible Woman joins the line. Here's another look at the Invisible Woman with her interchangeable parts, along with the other 3 members of the Fantastic Four. Overall, she is a great figure I think fans are going to love. My recommendation would be to pick her up. You definitely need the Fantastic Four to your collection, so definitely grab these while they're available. Thank you again to Diamond Select Toys for sending her along for review. It's greatly appreciated. I am Anthony Scott at ToyHapUSA.com. Thank you for watching this video. To buy, check out our sponsors at ToyHapUSA.com, link right below in the YouTube description, and head on over to ToyHapUSA.com. I am Anthony Scott. Thanks again for watching. Stay tuned for more coverage and reviews.